Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their 6'5 quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Here now the offensive starters for Atlanta.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a second win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ballgame.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by their now 30-year-old quarterback, Cam Newton, MVP of the league back in 2015.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Newton now to throw. Now this one complete to Smith. And the offensive starters for the Panthers.
And what a workhorse is Christian McCaffrey, the running back for the Carolina Panthers, who led his team in rushing and receiving yardage in 2018 and was also the team's leading scorer. How about this? Set an NFL record for catches for a running back with 107. So for an encore, he just wants to get his team back to the playoffs in 2019.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Mike, ready? Ready? Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Ready? Ready?
Out of the gun, Newton. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, he bowls over him. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back, 180. Let's go.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Wentz to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wood. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's the 2nd year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Let's go, D.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. 3rd and long, it's Newton. And he's got his target, that's Moore. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
180, 180, 45. Too little, watch twist,
on first down, this is McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This is McCaffrey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018. From the 41, Newton. It's caught. Smith.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
In Christian McCaffrey's rookie year, he would not have gotten that carry. It likely would have gone to either Cam or Jonathan Stewart when he was with the Panthers. But now he's the man in the backfield, gets the big carry, picks up the first down.
Check the set. Ready? 59. Mike to 59. Ready?
From the red zone now, Newton. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder that coming up later tonight, a good one on Sunday Night Football. We'll see what could have been a playoff matchup a season ago. The Bears and the Rams from L.A. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football from down in Mexico. Mexico City, to be precise. The Chiefs and the Chargers going at it. To throw is Wentz. And this one's incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. The Falcons on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, able to avoid him. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. From the gun on third down, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
Ready? 180? Yeah. Double time. Even. 4th down.
McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
180?
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Throwing on third down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Now Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They run. It's Gurley. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, the Panthers come hard and they block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. As his guys are in for 6, and the Panthers have taken the lead.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Gano for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Able to get the pressure, get a paw on it, knock it down, and then go and grab it and take it into the end zone. What a play. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up, get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Now a play fake here on first down. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. To throw, it's Wentz. He's got Green. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Wentz to throw again. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
Go. Check. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Wentz now on first down. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Wentz. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Again, it's Wentz. And that's caught. It's Edelman again. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 1st down, Wentz. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start at Raymond James Stadium, an NFC South matchup between New Orleans and Tampa Bay. And it's the Saints who are out in front as that inches closer to halftime. A touchdown there for Alvin Kamara. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. T.Y. Hilton, a touchdown reception. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, Newton. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 45 on 2nd down. Newton looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
That's it. Ready, Mike, 45. Drop deep, drop deep.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. A big play there for the Panthers. 43 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. On the ground, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? The shotgun snap for Newton. This is caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Go. 280.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Rip right.
Wentz going to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Play action. Now Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Finding Green complete.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Matt Bosher now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Going quickly out wide to Moore. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
That's it, baby. We go work. 17 yards. Panthers first down. 46-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Let's get it. 45. Let's go. Ready?
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit.
59, Mike to 59. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Newton on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And it's second down. From the 21, it's second and 10. They go quickly here out to Moore. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man is Samuel, complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gano's kick is right through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall. So
his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Wentz now on first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this.
He's got it at the 15. And down to the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 50 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now it's Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Gurley. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Tavecchio puts this one through. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And that's caught by Smith. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Elsewhere, a fourth-quarter score now from Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Jameis Winston, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
All day, just like that, just like that. Mike, check.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Carson Wentz in the offense. Down by 7, just over 1:40 to play. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Panthers, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.